I don't want to set the world on fire. I
Please
just
welcome
want
Tom
to start
Montgomery.
a flame in your heart.
Know that I'm here, and
In
your white
my
privileges are
heart, I
going to save
have
you
but
tonight, okay, guys?
one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are.
Me. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Dog and Chicken Show. Fun one for you tonight. I had to dig to find the video on Facebook already. Facebook's doing a terrible job. Shame on you. Shame on you, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway, like I said, plenty to get through tonight. Plenty of stuff. Phil will be joining later whenever the hell he gets home. But in the meantime, you get these two beautiful mugs, as always. But what more could you ever ask for? And then of course the man that makes all cowboy hats sexy and Captain America apparently himself.
Well, you know,
that was your cue. That was your cue.
I didn't know if you were going to keep blowing me verbally or not. I was going to let you. But as I, the 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, once again cheated out of the belt here this last weekend at Backlash. But never fret, I'll have another chance. I'm non-copper friendly, non-chill filtered, and quadruple distilled, and I am quite thirsty tonight and tired. So this is going to be a fun show. I'm Tony fucking G. Find me on TikTok, Tony the Rod. Yeah, I don't know. Phil will be here at some point. Who gives a shit? Fuck him, right? What a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck
Anthony
him.
10-Man hates Phil KOE.
I know.
Hey,
10-2-man's pretty base sometimes. Oh, that was fast. There was no waiting on that one. Cheers, folks. While Tony's going through that, tonight I am drinking some 1792 small batch. It's not the good stuff. I mean, it's still good. Small batch is still pretty good. But I actually found a liquor store that has 1792 small batch always on the shelf. I was like,
wow.
And it's only like $30. So I was like,
hey, no, that's a win.
Yeah. So that's what I'm sipping on tonight. And of course, I tried something different. I chilled what little bit of LTD I have left. Hopefully chilled. It's a little bit better. It's got a little condensation on it already since I took it out. But
God,
and that's it. Yeah. After that, I don't have any more LTD left.
Okay, well we'll have to improvise. I am sipping on fresh bottle of Maker's Mark 101.
Ooh, I almost got some today.
I do have some beers. I can do some chugs. I don't have any Tito's. I do have some gin though, so I can make this work. Yeah.
Well, it'll be a fun
bro down, bro.
Like I said. So before, like we got plenty of stuff. Like I said, like the stories tonight. You get TDS on full throttle with CNN.
Yeah, it's back.
This was amazing. So that's
only does the pandemic officially end last night at midnight. TDS is back.
Yeah, Bravo. In full force. Full force.
Fucking force.
It's amazing. I love it. And of course, the name of the show. If you didn't get it, I'm assuming you didn't watch the town hall. But
I haven't seen this specific part.
Oh my God.
I'm a little pissed.
We'll find it. We'll play the clip.
Okay.
I know it's
Because
all
the
over
way you
Twitter.
described it, I'm like, this is like, how did they
Oh my
not
God.
realize they were trolling themselves with this?
Yeah, we'll get into that. First, I've been out all week, so I haven't been paying attention to any news. I've been in Indianapolis on a work trip, and like Indianapolis, like I've always heard was really, really cool place and really clean and a pretty nice city. And I felt like I was living in Grand Theft Auto. It was pretty fucking.
Steal a car?
Well, no, but like it was fucking wild. Like some of the shit that happened was pretty fucking wild. So anyway,
I do tell.
So we're downtown. Like we're like 4 blocks away from Lucas Oil Stadium.
Oh yeah.
And all the big like fancy hotels and stuff that are down there. Every block you got further from the hotel, the more you had that like tingling sensation on the back of your neck that you're about to get stabbed. So there was, and that's in broad daylight, by the way. So I get there, and me, you know, being a simple, you know, humble country boy that I am,
right?
So I'm wearing my normal flannel button-up shirt that I wear for work, and my boot-cut jeans and my cowboy boots. And I look up, and the first thing I do when I get there, I look up, I'm like, where's the closest liquor store? I want to see what they got. Yeah. And there was this one, it was called The Vault, and they had like pictures of this vault that looked like it had expensive, good booze in there. I was like, well, shit, I can't smuggle any of that back on the plane, but it's at least worth a look, right? Like I might as well go check it out.
Yeah.
So I walk about 7 blocks, which is a 70% worse neighborhood than I was in before.
Okay, like, I'm not liking the way the statistics are starting to slide.
Yeah. And so I'm about you know, it gets a little bit more rundown. There's a little bit more graffiti. There's a little bit more, you know, uncomfortable feelings the further I, you know, stray from my hotel room. And I get about half a block away, and I look over, and I was like, oh, okay, it's right there. Like, no big deal. And then like three dudes with no legs pull up on scooters with you know, the 40 bags and everything.
Okay.
I'm like, well, I don't know. At least they, you know, they don't have any legs. Like, and immediately I was like, Lieutenant Dan. Like,
oh no.
Shut my mouth. Like,
oh no.
I'm giggling in my head, and I started walking a little bit closer, and like one of them was definitely white. One of them was definitely black. The other one, he kind of looked like he was Hispanic, maybe. He was darker skinned, but like he definitely wasn't black.
It
maybe
sounds like you're describing the Biden administration.
I know, right? Like anyway, so I get closer, and immediately the black dude looks over at me, and he looks me up and down, and he goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." He sounded more country than anybody I'd fucking met yet. And I was like, how you doing? And he's like, seriously, motherfucker, seriously. And like, he's like blocking the door. Like I can't even go to the liquor store because he's like right in front of the door. And then like 4 dudes walk out, and they're all like laughing and giggling with each other. And then they start talking to him, and I'm like 5 feet from the door, and I'm like, okay, like, and they're all just standing in front of the door. I'm like, I really don't need to go look. I'm not buying anything anyway. Fuck it. And I just kept walking. So whatever, that one's done. And I can still hear that guy mumbling. He's talking shit to those other guys. I don't know if it was about me or not. Whatever.
Oh boy.
So I keep walking, and I see this huge like statue monument thing for like war heroes and war vets. I was like, well, I'll go check that out. It was kind of like on a loop to get back to my hotel. I was like, well, this will be cool. Like, I'll go check this out, get some pictures. There's this like 250-pound white chick with no teeth in like a sleeping bag, a whole bunch of like fast food bags of like crumbled up food, and a whole bunch of shit just laying around her. And she's just laying on the ground in front of the memorial, and like nobody's walking by her. Like she doesn't have a bucket to give change, nothing. Like I'm like, what is she doing? And as I get about 10 feet away from her, I hear her say something. I go, I'm sorry, what was that, ma'am? She's like, I hope you have a terrible fucking day. And I'm like, bitch, you don't know who you're talking to, do you? I was like, well, thank you, ma'am. You too. And she goes, I hope the storm comes through and tornado wipes out this whole fucking city. I go, you know what? It just might, and I'm okay with it too. I just kept fucking walking. I'm like, what in the fuck is wrong with these people? That's my first 5 minutes of like walking around the city. That was my first 2 encounters. I'm like, what the fuck kind of place am I getting into here? So I stayed closer to the hotel and the convention center and all that shit until the last night I was there. And this one's great. The last night I'm there, I'm having drinks with a couple of guys that I work with. We all have to fly out the next day. And so everybody's getting pretty shit-faced. And it's probably like 10:30. It's not super late, but I was like, yeah, I got to get up early, so I'm going to call it a night. I go out for one last smoke, and I'm talking to a couple of guys. And all of a sudden, this homeless dude comes up to me, and he goes, sir, I need a blessing. And I am like, Tony, you know me well. When I hit that, like, I'm not drunk yet, but I'm like got a little bit of buzz. Right. I'm a pretty fun, lovey dude.
Yeah.
And so he comes up, and he's like, sir, I need a blessing. And I come up and I just give him a big old hug. I go, God bless you. And he pulls away from the hug, looks at me in disgust. He goes, I fucking meant 10, bitch. And he takes off running a full sprint into oncoming traffic. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
What?
Yeah. I was like, wait, and he like weaves in and out of all these cars. Everybody's honking at him and shit. I was like, he didn't get hit, but I was like, holy fuck, man. And immediately I was like, oh shit, did he get something off me? So I'm like checking my pockets. I got my wallet. I got my room key. I got all my shit. I'm like, well, he didn't steal nothing from me. Like, I gave him a blessing. Like, what the fuck was that dude's problem? Like, I was offended.
Himself.
I was offended, dude.
Oh my God. You just instigated a real life game of Frogger.
Yeah, I know, right?
What the fuck?
I just gave him a hug. Who doesn't need a hug?
He meant a 10, bitch.
Yeah, I'm like $10. Like, ask for $10 then. Don't ask for a blessing, you fucking asshole. At least here's the thing. Okay, there was one more. The morning before I get on my hotel, this one pissed me off actually. I ran out of smokes, and I was like, man, like I already got a 6-hour fucking flight to where I'm not going to be able to smoke. And so I walked down by Lucas Oil Stadium. I was like, I want to see the stadium anyway. By the way, not that impressive. And like 2 blocks from there is a little gas station. It's hood as fuck, bro. Holy shit. I get there, and there's probably like 8 homeless people camped out in front of this fucking place. And I'm on foot, by the way, and I'm dressed in like all my nice work attire, button up shirt, and hair's all parted, all nice and neat. And I look like a cute little boy if I walked into prison. But as I'm walking in, this dude goes, man, I've had a rough day. And I'm like, yeah, how so? And he's like, man, and he pulls up the side of his shirt, and there's just like blood all over his fucking hip. Like he got stabbed or something. And I was like, okay, you all right? He goes, I fucking fell over there on the curb and cut myself open pretty bad. I was like, you should go have somebody take a look at that. Like, it wasn't fresh blood, but like it was
Jesus.
Well, I was like, he goes, like I've been out here all night. I just need like $17 to get home. As he's scratching off a scratch ticket. He's not even looking at me at this point. He didn't even have the decency to look me in the face when he asked me for $17 scratching a scratch ticket. So after he says that, I go, well, good luck on that scratch ticket. Maybe you'll get it there. And I fucking walked into the store. I was like, fuck that guy. Oh, that pissed me off. I get up to the counter, and the gas station clerk, it's like 6:30 in the morning. I was like, I need some smokes. And he's going to grab them. I was like, how you doing today? He's like, I've had better. But I get it. Like, he's got like 7-8 guys camped out in front of his place. One's bleeding all over the place, buying scratch tickets and begging people for money. Like, what do you do? Like, motherfucker just got to work, and that's what he's dealing with. He's probably like, fuck, this is going to be a long day.
Wow.
So I am so happy. I live where I live, and nowhere near any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. You sold me on never going to Indianapolis. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Not worth it, dude. Not worth it.
Yeah, I was only an hour and a half away from home this week in a motel, but I did have, I swear to God, it was like a young Flavor Flav like impersonator in the motel bar 2 nights ago. This guy was just taking fireball shots, and not even like big shots, like the little plastic sippy cup.
Oh yeah,
shots.
yeah.
and you get a couple free drinks per room if you're staying with them. Well, the crew that this guy's on, there's like 2 of them, and they just ran through all the other guys' fucking free drinks. So this guy's getting shit faced. He's got this warm bottle of Mountain Dew sitting on the counter. He's like, man, I don't even like this. I don't even like this. Finally talks the bartender into trading him that for a Dr. Pepper can. He was so happy about it. We eventually took it and hid it and made him try to find it. This guy's getting all fucked up. The guy I'm working with, he's like, you want a shot? He's like, yeah, I'll take a shot. He's like, anything you want. Anything you want. He's like, Fireball. He's like, really? I offer you a shot at anything you want, and you choose more fucking Fireball? Well, okay. Patron. Let's do that. Patron, tequila. So he gets his little shot of tequila, and he takes it, and his face just grimaces. It's just, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I need another one. So he gets another one. Did I just go black?
No, you got darker. Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't know. My screen just went completely black.
Was that
weird.
digital blackface?
Yeah, I just got censored. Oh my god. My FBI agent just said no. No. I just like, yeah, that's
canceled.
So yeah, this guy goes, I need another one. So he gets another one. I'm like, you need salt. I slide the salt shaker down to him. It's like, oh yeah, what do I do? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you do? She's like, it's the bartender. I'll find you a lime. So she finds him a lime. He's like, what do I do? He's got a salt shaker, a shot. I don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, you lick your hand, you dump the salt, you take the shot, you lick the salt, bite the lime. He's like, oh, wait, do I do that? I had to tell him like 3 times. Finally he gets it and he does it. Oh yeah, man, that was so much better. He gets all fucked up. Then some other gals come in. They're playing shuffleboard. He goes and joins them. He's the only one left. Finally, we're like, fuck it. We left. We come back up there the next night. A different bartender's telling us, oh yeah, there's some guy in here last night. He would not leave. He fell asleep at the bar. We're like, oh shit, was it this guy? Yeah, it was this guy. Oh fuck, this guy fell asleep on the bar, and they could not wake him up. They could not get him up. So apparently they call one of the other guys down to come help him. Like, well, call the cops. Fuck, I don't know what to tell you. So they called the cops. The guy's on the phone with the cops. Like, yeah, we got a guy asleep, and then he like springs to life and doesn't know where he is. Like, oh, he's awake. Never mind. Click.
So get the fuck out of here, dude.
I don't know what happened to him, but I didn't see him downstairs the next day for
Wow.
free breakfast. Maybe he found a hole to sleep in. I don't know, but yeah, apparently we got him fucked up, and it's a good time.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
You missed, and the week before, I was staying at the same motel. You'd be jealous as hell. I stayed at the same motel as the tour buses for El Yaqui. El Yaqui himself.
Who's that?
El Yaqui. It's like I need to explain.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I had to look it up too. It's apparently some Mexican singing, traveling band. I don't know. They were there for Cinco de Mayo. Yeah,
Awesome.
El Yaqui, man.
El Yaqui, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
El Yaqui. Don't tell me you haven't listened to like 8 El Yaqui songs this week.
All 8 of them.
I'm sure there's more than 8. I'm sure they all sound the same.
I don't know. I just don't know. Hey, good news. One thing I forgot. We didn't even mention this at the beginning of the show. We're back on D Live for the first time in
D Live
in months. D Live. I don't know what the hell happened. Like they kicked us off on our. I couldn't get the RTMP to pop up and update, and so we'd been going for a while, and then now they have like. I don't know what the hell I had to actually send in a message to them of like nothing would work. Every time I would go to set up a live stream, it would just take me back to D Live TV, and it would just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Then finally tonight, I just tried it one more time. And right before we went live, I was like, holy shit, D Live's working. What the fuck? So yeah, what's up, D Live? We got a few over there. We are on Rumble as well. Rolling hot and heavy,
rolling
over on
dirty.
Rumble. Yeah, I like dirty. Rumble likes it dirty.
Rumble does like it dirty. And yeah, I know. I just wish we could pop up comments. Nobody on Rumble really comments.
Rumble's getting better.
But yeah, it is getting better. It is.
It's good on them. But yeah, otherwise, you know where to follow us. And then for you paid subscribers over on Facebook, make sure you smack all the likes and all that good stuff. And then be sure to yeah, if you're a paid subscriber, make sure you send in your drinks and shots as we move into our first topic of the night. I don't even know what story to pull, so I'm just going to pull up the search that I did so you can see the crazy stories that are out there. And holy shit, what a fucking day or night last night was. I was so excited as I'm driving home from the airport. All I hear is Trump talking on CNN, and it's on every damn YouTube live stream, and it was amazing. Fucking amazing. I want to set this up.
Please do.
So Donald Trump, who's been kind of exiled from the media, can't get anywhere, and he doesn't want to go to Fox News because Fox News is being little dicks to him. CNN's dying in the ratings.
Yeah, yeah.
And so CNN's like, what's a big ratings pump? We need to do a town hall with Donald Trump. This was not advertised. I didn't know this was going to happen. Like, well, I guess nobody watches
Yeah, that's
CNN,
what
so
blew my mind. Like, this came out of nowhere, and I thought it was a joke. Like, Trump's on CNN doing a town. Oh, yeah, that's good. Babylon Bee, Onion. No, really. He's like, holy shit, this is real? There was no warning. How do you not warn people about this?
Yeah, I had no idea this was
You
happening.
should have been on True Social. You would have known.
Right, probably. But so I'm listening, and when I tuned in, the name of the show, of course, her cat's called, or her cat's name, was when that clip came up. Now we'll get to that here in a minute.
Yeah, I am so eager for this.
But look at these headlines when you search this up. So Donald Trump campaign uses T-shirt to taunt CNN over his lie-soaked town hall. I love how they say lie-soaked. But anyway, he's using T-shirts. He's making money selling T-shirts, making fun of CNN, which he gave them a ratings boost, knowing that they were fucking desperate. And then he can shit on them as soon as it's over and nothing happens to him. Like, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like,
oh yeah.
He's like, you want some ratings? I'll give you some ratings, and then I'm going to tell you to go fuck off.
I'll let you ride my coattails. That's fine. It's fine.
And that's what it was too. It was the most ratings they've had for a long time. It tapered off towards the end, but
I didn't even know I was back on Twitter. Somebody had to tell me. I'm over on True Social now. It's much better. It's more better.
He did pump True Social once through the whole thing too.
Yeah.
CNN's own Anderson Cooper. We'll get into this one. He was somewhat based. We'll get into that one here a little bit.
That doesn't sound right.
CNN under pressure or under fire after disastrous Trump town hall. Yeah, it was bad for CNN. Reporter visibly shaken after CNN boss scolds him for being too emotional in Trump town hall. I'm literally shaking right now.
Literally shaking.
Oh, so yeah, it just goes on and on. Like, this Morning Joe. Oh my God, we're gonna play that clip. That was fucking just holy shit, so out of touch. I guess I'm not gonna like jump
so
right
much.
to it. Let's
so
get
much.
There's just so much. So we got to start this off with some fun.
Tremendous ratings mover. All the eyes, they want to see me. That's why I'm over on True Social now. It's a place to be.
It's beautiful. You can leave it that way. I'm pulling up the video. I didn't have audio turned on. Goddamn it, because I was not being a good streamer.
Fine.
Sorry about that,
Look,
folks.
it's fine. Just fucking asshole.
Yeah, I am a fucking asshole. All right, so here's the cat's name. The whole clip.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
This is amazing.
Can't hear it. Yeah, no, I can't hear it.
Can't hear anything?
No.
Well, son.
Good pause though.
Yeah.
This is what the Trump blow up doll would look like if that were. Tell me that's not what it would look like. I'm sure it does exist.
It's a beautiful blow doll. Could you not hear anything at all, or just
no, nothing?
Nothing. Weak.
Still muted. Yeah, not sure. Oh,
still nothing.
No, nothing.
All right, here.
You have to reshare.
Yeah, I got to redo this.
You know what? Don't feel bad. This happened to me once in a while. I get it.
Her cat's name. There it is.
I'm so
now we'll
excited.
try it.
All right.
But what do you say to
Yes.
voters
Did you hear it? Okay,
Yes.
good. All right, now let me back it up.
Let's get in there. Deep.
in New York? I want to ask about a significant verdict that was reached yesterday. I know this is
Oh, god damn it.
Buffering.
So Twitter sucks at these videos.
Yeah.
It does this all the time.
something
Oh,
in on as well. Manhattan jury found that you sexually
Jesus. Elon, fix your goddamn
yeah, no shit, dog. Come on.
here. We'll just play
This
it.
is why
in this-
Donald didn't even know he had a Twitter
abused the
bag.
writer E. Jean Carroll and defamed her. You've denied this, but what do you say to voters who say it disqualifies you from being president?
Well, there aren't too many of them because my poll numbers just came out. They went up.
He's not wrong.
Zinger.
He was on point. This is great.
Oh god, that was amazing.
I think I'm
Holy fuck. Am I gonna have to refresh this goddamn Twitter
Probably.
page?
I'm the only person in history who had a charge like that. And usually you leave office, you say, I'm sorry.
Jesus. I don't care about the playback speed. Drop the quality if it's not gonna play. You
But
Yeah,
I'm
no
going
shit.
back home. I'm back home to my family and everything. I'm going to be resigning. My poll numbers went.
Yep, I'm refreshing this. This is gonna piss me off.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I thought you were streaming it off
New
the
York, I
Pornhub
want
or
to ask
something.
about a significant
Called it
verdict that was
buffering.
reached yesterday. I know this is something you
Yeah,
want
it's
to weigh
doing
in
it
on as
again.
well. Manhattan jury found that
Sure.
you sexually abused the writer E. Jean Carroll and defamed her. You've denied this, but what do you say to voters who say it disqualifies you from being president?
Well, there aren't too many of them because my poll numbers just came out. They went up. Okay.
God, he sells it
I think
so well.
I'm the only person in history who had a charge like that. And usually you leave office, you say, I'm sorry, but I'm going to back home. I'm back home to my family and everything. I'm going to be resigning. My poll numbers went up, and they went up with the other fake charge too. Because what's happening is they're doing this for election interference. This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. I have no idea who she is. I had a picture taken years ago with her and her husband, nice guy, John Johnson. He was a newscaster, very nice man. She called him an ape. Happens to be African American. Called him an ape. The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. The judge wouldn't allow to put that.
I just love how he says vagina.
Vagina. So delicately.
Yeah.
Vagina.
Named Vagina. The judge wouldn't allow to put that in.
So scroll down. Somebody actually found her
Oh
teeth,
no! You found
vagina
her
teeth
vagina.
fireball in her anti-bird killing collar. Happy Catterday, folks.
You can't show a picture of her vagina on this show.
It's her cat vagina.
Well, we know that's its name. But damn.
So
It's exposing her vagina.
So this was the best fact check because CNN sucked at fact checking, by the way.
God, no.
So this was the best fact check I seen was she actually does have a cat named Vagina.
Wow.
And I know I can't name a show on YouTube or Facebook, just episode 183 Vagina. So I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to say her cat's name. Her cat's name is Vagina.
Vagina.
We will find a way, folks.
He
find
says
a way.
vagina like Randy Marsh would say vagina on South Park.
Yeah.
Vagina.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God.
So that was amazing. It's just a good amount of fun there. But then there's always extra kinds of fun that come in with this.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally. And who else but Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
Oh, our favorite. I think I caught a little bit of her reaction, and I just gotta say, so based, so level-headed,
Oh.
not overreacting or making it about her at all. Yeah, it's just
Well, she was attacked at the Capitol.
oh, that's right. I forgot that she heard about something like a building away, and still got to struggle to get through that.
January 6th was just
Oh,
a dress
God.
rehearsal for some of these folks. And I believe that the former president really echoed that sentiment tonight. Why else would
No, he
you
didn't.
pardon people who perpetuated a terrorist attack on the United
No, they
States
didn't.
Capitol?
A terrorist attack
on themselves. 'Cause
A
they're the only ones
yeah.
that died.
Yeah. Yeah, Ashley Babbitt's like, suicide bombing of nothing. Like, that's not what happened.
I'll show you libtards. I'm going to go in there and get shot in the face. Suck it, woke.
Speaking of what blow-up dolls would look like.
Oh.
She probably would. She'd probably have teeth.
Other than for reasons to support the person in a potential effort to do it again. We also saw.
So she just insinuated that Donald Trump is running for president so he can do another January 6th.
Yeah. He's only trying to become president so he can lose the presidency. So his supporters will.
Because the first time we stormed the Capitol, we didn't do it right.
Yeah, well, that's true. Actually,
yeah.
That is true. They definitely didn't do it right.
He refused tonight to say and commit that he would not only recognize the results of the 2020 election, but also refused outright to acknowledge
wait. He did not refuse anything.
According to the CNN lady that was asking him the question, she said, so you will not commit to accepting the results of the 2024 election. After he gave his answer 3 times, that's what she said at the end of it. So
yeah.
So this is true, but it's not factual.
Right.
Or is it factual but not true?
Well,
is that how it goes?
There's true and there's true. And then there's the truth.
And then there's True Social, bitch.
And then there's True Social, where you can get on there and talk about vaginas.
Her cat's name, Vagina.
Vagina.
I just need to clip that out. We need to make that a soundboard clip.
Yes.
Vagina.
Any outcome and respect any outcome of a.
What? Sorry, what?
her face before he hit play, she's just like staring in the camera, like she was so disappointed in everything we were saying. And not even better. It doesn't matter. You can pause a video of this bitch at any moment, and it is going to be gold because she's such a fake pile of shit. I'm sorry. I know it's funny, and she's just overreacting, but she's a fucking hand puppet and has no idea. It's like a self-aware AI sock puppet.
Yeah,
but doesn't realize that there's a hand inside of it.
The gaslighting's just beginning in this video.
Oh, God.
Of a 2024 election. This is a profoundly dangerous moment for him to also be platformed in the lie that he had somehow attempted to call the National Guard. We knew when the sun was setting that night and the National Guard had there was no indication that help was coming. It was terrifying. But
yeah. Oh, God damn it. What happened?
Oh, it was terrifying for you to be escorted out a building away, you fucking bitch.
That would not hold, that won't even hold a candle to what Donald Trump is capable of. He was stopped on January 6th. Let's remember that. He was stopped from what he ultimately wanted to do. And he repeated that tonight. He said what should have happened was that Mike Pence should have overturned the election.
He did not say that necessarily. He said Mike Pence had lawyers tell him. He did this hand gesture. He's like, Mike Pence, listen to the lawyers. And then a bunch of rhinos and Democrats came in and told him that it's not legal. You can't do that. So, yeah, like he didn't go. Yeah, I mean, he inferred it. He didn't literally say that, but.
Yeah, this is pretty much all she's saying. Yeah.
That is what he said tonight.
No, it's not.
For as bad as January 6th is, I believe that the president would, the former President Trump would not have qualms about going further without a shadow of a doubt.
Hang on. Go further to do what? If he wins re-election, because that's what she's saying. If he wins re-election, he's going to do another January 6th.
He's going to kill
what's he gonna do?
All the cops at the Capitol.
He's going to rally people and not tell them winky face to storm the Capitol because he won? So where's the logic here? What the fuck is she talking about? Literally, what is she fucking talking about?
Orange man bad.
Oh,
that's
basically. You got me there.
That's
Got
what
me
I
there.
got out of it. That one wasn't
I didn't
even
think about it that
nearly.
way.
That wasn't as nearly as bad as the one I'm about to show you.
Oh, it gets better.
Because who can be a worst or worse on MSNBC, AOC or Morning Joe? It's pretty tough. I've never seen a guy. Well, I guess Keith Olbermann's still out there.
Okay.
Such an elitist, pompous pussy. Oh, sorry, vagina. Sorry.
Vagina. They're called vaginas.
This asshole, like this one, just frustrated me when I was listening to this. Let me find it here.
Panel. MSNBC panel. Hot.
But it hurts him politically. Again, we can go down the list, mocking and ridiculing a woman who was sexually abused by Donald Trump. Sexually abused by Donald Trump, according to a jury of his peers.
So one, that was not a jury of his peers. It was a civil suit with 9 jurors or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it was also New York, and again, the civil suit doesn't have to prove anything other than, yeah, it could have happened. That's literally all you have to prove in that civil suit in New York specifically. They have weird laws there. You can sue people for fucking anything. But I do love this. Trump's comments during the town hall: continued attacks on 2020 election, calling it a shame and rigged. Said Jean Carroll's civil rape trial was a fake story, referred to her as a whack job. Yeah. He called moderate Caitlin Collins a nasty person while she was being nasty.
Well,
like,
yeah, she was literally being a nasty person.
And he didn't call her. Oh, he was being pretty PC about it, because he said, you're a nasty person, because he didn't assume her gender. So
true.
He's getting with the times. Good job, Donald.
Good for you.
Complimented Russian President Vladimir Putin, call him a smart guy. Refused to side with Ukraine.
Okay.
This is the gaslight.
Why the fuck? Why are we still going with this shit? Why is it whenever you acknowledge that somebody who's maybe a threat or a potential danger, or, somebody overseas is doing something that's beneficial to them or smart, even they're doing something smart. He's a smart person. That's a compliment. That's apparently just, oh my God, you're licking the
right now.
boot of Mother Russia. Oh my, no, you fucking idiots. Downplaying it like our current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is doing, as we've seen, full force, whole hog. That may be the wrong way to go about it. When Donald Trump was in office, say what you want about Donald Trump. Love him, hate him, doesn't matter. But yeah, believe 100% this shit wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have invaded fucking Ukraine. I agree with him 100% on that shit. And acknowledging that he's not an idiot, they might not have the resources. Russia might be a pile of shit of what it once was. Doesn't matter. Acknowledging that he's smart and treating him at least with the dignity and respect that's really all he wants out of the West, is just to be treated with some fucking respect. Trump gave him that, but he also wasn't going to let him do bullshit.
Ever since the end of the Soviet Union, and I don't understand this, like from a geopolitics perspective, like I get it in a way because we need to have an enemy at all times. But when they overthrew the Soviet Union, they were heroes. They should have been perceived as heroes. They ended communism in the country. Like, I get it. It's not the greatest replacement, but it's not the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
We're not pointing warheads at each other anymore. Like, I don't know why we weren't praising the fucking newly found Russian fucking government for, hey, like, help them out. But no, we just treated them like shit. And then we started fucking encroaching in with NATO year after year. You can say what you want, but fucking it happened. And if somebody keeps, call it a property dispute or a border dispute, whatever kind of dispute you want. But if some asshole that you don't want to like encroach on your property line keeps encroaching or starts, fucking with the edge of your property, getting a little too close for comfort, you're going to be a dick about it, and you're going to do something about it. And like this is on a, world stage. Next one, defended classified documents. Like, this one annoys me because this is one
Wait.
because the Biden situation, of course.
Before you
but
continue with that,
this is a legal fucking dispute. Oh, you got a drink?
Yeah, because I'm gonna need this to listen to that. Here you go, Justin. Yeah. Okay, hit me.
So it's a legal dispute that the news media really doesn't have a right to have an opinion on. Like they can bring in people that know the law, but if you read the whatever act he's using to say it's declassified, whatever, that's between him, lawyers, and Congress and shit. Like this has nothing to do with CNN or MSNBC. Push Republicans to default. That was my favorite part of the whole thing, though. He was like Republicans should really push for massive cuts or just let the ceiling or just let it go. We'll default. He's like, it's gonna happen eventually anyway. Like if you do it now, it won't be as bad when it happens later. And then she asked him, she goes, didn't you say that was an unreasonable thing for Democrats to do when you were president? He goes, yeah, I was president. She's like, well, why are you saying why are you saying that you need to bargain with it now and we should come to the table? And he goes, because I'm not president. I was like,
yeah,
yes,
that was an amazing answer. That was
it was perfect. It was like fucking.
What do you even say back to that? You can say nothing.
Yeah,
you can say absolutely
nothing.
He's
like, and then when I'm president again, I'm going to tell him that you shouldn't do it. Like, and then inclined to pardon January 6th protesters. Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, listen on because there's more from
Ben says the Soviet Union wasn't defeated. They just established themselves in the USA.
Based.
Fucking based.
That woman mocked and ridiculed. And this Republican audience of Republican club members and people, these Trump loyalists, they're mocking and ridiculing a woman that a jury just found had been sexually abused. That doesn't help Donald Trump. It crushes him in the Atlanta suburbs. That crushes him in the Philly suburbs. It crushes him in Wisconsin. It crushes him in the Detroit suburbs. All the places he needs to gain. Last night.
So
what the fuck is he talking about?
He's mad because when Donald Trump talked about her cat and called her a crazy whack job or whatever, like everybody in the audience was cheering and laughing. Everybody got on Twitter and was like, yeah, she is a whack job.
Yeah.
She accuses some crazy shit. And then Donald Trump's explanation of what she claimed that had happened.
Yeah.
Did you watch that part?
No.
It was brilliant. It was so fucking brilliant. The way he fucking talked about that whole situation. He's like, let me find it. Oh my God. Well, so I'll just describe it. He goes, this woman claims 30 years ago, she was like 50. Like, he's just like, you know how he describes shit just in the most random ways
50,
to paint.
I don't know, maybe 52. Maybe
painted this
leap year 51.
He painted this beautiful story. He's like, it was like 30 years ago. She was 50. She claims she comes into this shopping store, which I never go there. I only go there for charity events. I'm never there. He goes, claims that she met me there and I was attracted to her and she was immediately attracted to me and she found a unlocked changing booth. He's like, and she just figured that out at the courtroom that she had found just one of them that was unlocked. And then we went in there. He's like, first off, what kind of woman meets a man at a department store by the cash register and just goes right in the changing room with some strange guy? Like, the crowd was eating it up, but it was the way he was telling the story. And the fact that Joe Scarborough was such an elitist, pompous piece of shit that he can't see like why somebody would giggle at that story, even if you don't know. Even if you think maybe it happened, which it sounds totally bogus, but maybe it did happen.
It could have.
No,
absolutely could have.
But like the way he tells the story was pretty fucking funny. Like, and Joe can't see that, and he takes it so serious. This is politics, bitch. Like he's trying to win people over, and what's Joe trying to do? Oh my God, I can't believe these Trumpers would think that's funny. And he's pretty much saying all Trump supporters think rape's funny. That's basically what he's getting at here.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's more.
Spot on.
The Trump campaign loved what they saw because they're stupid. They really are. They're just
They're
colossally stupid if they think that was good for them in a general election. And the Biden White House, thrilled that he once again showed his colors. There's breaking news. It just broke across Financial Times. Jeffrey Katzenberg, this morning, news breaking, said he will do whatever it takes. He will provide whatever money is needed from his fortune to make sure Donald Trump is not elected president of the United States. Do you know how
So
what the fuck?
You heard that.
did he
You
just
heard that,
say?
right? All right, let me.
many people are waking up this morning saying that? You know,
What?
Literally saying a rich Democrat will spend all the money he can to prevent Donald Trump from winning an election. What does
They're not
that
even
mean?
Trying to fucking hide. This is you fucking retard. I'm saying it. This guy is a fucking
Get the hard R.
Hard R. This dumb son of a bitch just epitomized why there are conspiracy theorists who believe that the 2020 election was rigged. This is why. Because of dumb fucks like this that say stupid shit like that. You fucking idiot. If you don't want people to think that there's election tampering, I'm doing air quotes, YouTube. You can't take this down.
Oh, they will.
You can't fucking say stupid shit like that. If you are openly saying with confidence and boasting about it that there are rich woke Democrats that will spend their life savings to prevent somebody from fairly winning an election, you dumb motherfucker.
And then
Clip
get mad
this
when
shit
they
out.
say, and then when they say, well, Donald Trump says that he won't accept the outcome of the 2024 election, but he flat out said, if I think if it's legit,
fair.
yeah, if it's a fair election, I'm fine with it. So you're saying that you won't accept the results no matter what? Well, of
I
course,
will
no
accept
matter what. Would you? Would Joe Biden accept it no matter what? Like, would you accept the election if I shot you in the foot?
Yeah.
Like it's stupid. It's the dumbest goddamn thing ever.
God, this guy is fucking moronic.
Oh, he is awful.
He openly just said there will be election fraud, essentially, without even realizing he said it. He basically just promised election tampering by the Democrats without realizing he just promised election tampering by the Democrats. What a fucking idiot. I can't believe he just said that. And he said it so cockily. Just, we'll do this. It's going to be fantastic. What the fuck was that?
What a vagina.
Justin, clip that out. Holy shit. We need that on the record at the ready.
All right.
Okay.
And then this
is already.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
This is the last video I'm going to play for you on this whole thing. There's plenty out there.
Silver hair, black glasses here.
He's like this skinny, older John Cena. He bends the knee to China. All of it. Yeah,
that's true. Anderson Cooper. All right, I'm keeping an open mind here. But first off, Grow the Farm Up says, Chicken, you have done something we've only dreamed of. You actually shot a man in the foot and went up in the polls. Brian Cox, the campaign.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's awesome.
That's fucking great.
All right. Now, this was a little bit of cope, but at the end, it's kind of like I was like, base? I was like, are we there? Like,
I have a lot of
what he says at the end of this is shit I was saying back in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
All right.
You gotta. We'll recap it after.
Trying to keep an open mind.
Many of you have expressed deep anger and disappointment. Many of you are upset that someone who attempted to destroy our democracy was invited to sit on a stage in front of a crowd of Republican voters to answer questions, and predictably continued to spew lie after lie after lie.
Okay.
So it starts off pretty rough, but I was
that's what I expected.
And it's like one, they weren't lies, they were opinions most of the time, and she kept trying to fact check an opinion, which you cannot do. Anyway,
well, you can try.
And I get it. It was disturbing. It was disturbing to see and hear that.
Hold the fuck up.
All right.
What was disturbing? What was disturbing? I guess, like, listen to this to the second time. I'm like, I guess I'm just used to hearing the like wham bullshit. And I guess this was after listening to AOC and Joseph.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, this isn't as bad, I guess.
That's true. This isn't as bad. I'll give you that.
Officer's a thug, an adjective he used many times to describe black men, and called Caitlin Collins, the moderator, nasty, which is what he calls any woman who stands up to him.
Which is what
when they're being nasty.
When they're being nasty, that's
I call nasty women worse.
Yeah, I was say, like, that's my. Are we really gonna sit here and pretend that the word nasty is anything but a term of endearment? Like, come on.
We need to hashtag nasty woman. Like, we need to make that trending.
Damn you, vile woman.
Yeah.
He should start saying that.
What's the other clip when Donald Trump was reading that like story to one of his crowd at one of the rallies? And it was like, "Shut up, silly woman!" Like, a whole bunch of people clipped it out, and so it's just "Shut up, silly woman."
It was disturbing to hear him speak so highly of QAnon conspirators and insurrectionists who assaulted police officers.
He did not. He didn't even really speak highly of the January 6th people. He mentioned that he might, he might, like take care of, but like he said, some of them did some bad shit, and I probably won't do anything for them. And now he's just inserting this QAnon thing. Like, this fucking QAnon hasn't been a thing since 2020. Okay. Like, it's over. QAnon's done. All right. Nobody fucking, there's like 5 fucking people in the whole world that are still like, Q's right. And I think Trump is Q. Like, there's a few holdouts. Like, I get it.
Yeah. Grow the Farm Up says, everyone's talking about CNN. Check the data. They're beating or matching Fox in a lot of the time slots and demographics. Not that Fox is all that impressive anymore. 100K sub YouTube accounts get more views.
Yep.
And 2E10 man, always be suspect of the motives of those who are determined to be offended. Quoting Phil KOE. Wow.
I like that. That. You know, Phil says some provocative things sometimes. Yeah. But 10-2E10 man says it better.
In our democracy on January 6th. And it was awful to hear him spread ridiculous lies about the election. And it was certainly disturbing to hear that audience, young and old, our fellow citizens, people who love their kids and go to church, laugh and applaud his lies and his continued defamation of a woman who, according to a jury of his peers, he sexually abused and defamed. As good a job as Caitlin Collins did trying to fact check him, it is impossible to fact check fully because he lies so shamelessly.
At what point does this get good?
I don't remember. Hold on. We'll suffer through.
Because
I think it's basically the end of it. Like, he says something that I was like, oh yeah. He got criticized pretty heavy for this.
All right.
Now, many of you think CNN shouldn't have given him any platform to speak, and I understand the anger about that. Giving him the audience, the time, I get that.
You know, we're a news organization. How dare we, bring on the most popular guy on the fucking planet, who's the head fucking the leader of the Republican Party heading into the next election. But hey, we're just a news organization. Like, we shouldn't platform that guy, but we'll talk about him and berate him and talk shit about him every day of the week. But we won't bring him on to defend himself, because democracy, guys. We got to save democracy, and democracy doesn't include you. It's just us. Sorry.
Grow the Farm Up says, how dare you come speak on our channel? We invited you to speak on. Network figured out the YouTube drama algorithm finally.
Right. Yeah, speaking of the YouTube algorithm shit, there was a couple of times where the moderator had interrupted Trump and said, you can't say that. You can't say that. And I was like, you're not on YouTube. You have your own network. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Like, what the fuck is this? You can't say that. Like, it was funny.
But I also get the man you were so disturbed to see and hear from last night. That man is the front runner for the Republican nomination for president. And according to polling, no other Republican is even close. That man you were so upset to hear from last night, he may be president of the United States in less than 2 years. And that audience that upset you, That's a sampling of about half the country. They are your family members, your neighbors, and they are voting. And many said they're voting for him. Now, maybe you haven't been paying attention to him since he left office. Maybe you've been enjoying not hearing from him, thinking it can't happen again. Some investigation is going to stop him. Well, it hasn't so far. So if last night showed anything,
But the walls are closing in.
showed it can happen again. It is happening again. He hasn't changed, and he is running hard. You have every right to be outraged today and angry and never watch this network again. But do you think staying
Based.
in your
Yeah,
silo
that-
and only listening to people you agree with is going to make that person go away?
That was it. That the very end there.
Say it
Just
again.
yeah, I'll back it up just a minute. There.
Because okay.
But do you think staying in your silo and only listening to people you agree with is going to make that person go away?
All right. He had one good line at the very fucking end after spitting a bunch of fucking rhetoric that didn't need to be spent.
Oh no. He's getting fucking ripped apart on Twitter.
For that?
Yeah. For saying, well, if there was one person that tweeted out, if you're in a room with one Nazi and 10 other people and they're talking to that Nazi, you're in a room with 11 Nazis. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
you people have lost it. Oh God. All right.
Lost it or just spiraling deeper into the fucking abyss?
So those that didn't catch the opening, I chilled my LTD to see if it's going to be any better. We're going to find out.
Curious.
It just looks more syrupy. Thank God. Ugh. Doesn't help the smell either. Cheers, folks. Ooh. Oh God, no. It hangs around more.
It made it worse?
It makes it like stick to your tongue. Oh.
Oh,
bad idea.
goated you?
Oh. Oh God.
That was worse.
No, it was
I'm
worse.
glad that you froze that. That's fantastic.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Where the farm up says, I am impossible to fact check. That's a fact check. It out. These guys act like that's a bad thing. 10 tweet 10 man. Society is no one in particular and everyone specifically except you, Ayn Rand.
Yeah.
It follows up. Anderson Cooper's mom is a Vanderbilt. He was
That's
also a
true.
CIA asset in 2020.
Once a CIA asset, always.
Always.
A CIA asset.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper's coverage equals what the CIA and billionaire political class want you to think. Yeah, and see, that's kind of what I'm getting at here is everything he said up until that last line. It was the same bullshit. You're just taking what that
He just told everybody that's in his silo what they needed to hear.
Yeah.
And then told them
don't listen to just
It's like you need to get out of your silos and listen to other people if you want to change things, which is what they're going to go. You know what? Anderson Cooper, sorry, we need to get out of our silo. I wonder what he's going to say tomorrow. And like,
let's go listen to more Morning Joe.
Oh my God, Joe Scarborough. Oh, can I watch The View today? I want to hear some.
Christ.
Oh God, I wish we had more. There's so many fucking clips and videos, but that one, the black chick on there on The View, the younger one, Sunny.
Okay.
Holy shit. Oh my God. She was like having a mental breakdown, and then she got interrupted and she did the it'd be nice if people were interrupting me. And she's like going through, I was like, oh my God, like she's like having a fucking nervous breakdown right now. Like, this is great.
She was having a Phil moment.
Oh no, it was way worse.
About
than
being
Phil.
interrupted.
Like Phil could take some lessons from her. It was
if
it
you
was
were in a
quite
coma from 16 to 21, you just got caught up on what you missed.
yeah.
Grow the farm up. Hey, who hasn't got to deal with the good old AIC? Grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me find. So I see Lynn's posting some. I'm trying to go back to our chat where we had the other stories pulled up for the rest of the night, but I was like, man, some of this shit. This I guess like we talked when we first started doing this show, you know, it was like what 2019, 2020. And we're like, man, like there's so many fucking people that just they live in their bubble and they live in their own world, and then they demonize somebody else. And they do it so long and to the point to where like you become the demon. Like I get you don't like people sometimes, and you don't really care for other people's opinions sometimes, and you don't want to hear it sometimes. There's days where I'm like, dude, no, I don't want to fucking hear it. Like I've heard it all. It's the same old fucking shit. Like I don't want to argue it. Like whether I'm right or you're right, I really don't give a fuck today. I just don't want to hear it. Like you get to that point sometimes. But when you don't ever like take a step back and ask yourself, and this is the old Michael Malice quote of, have you ever considered that you're the evil one, that you're wrong?
Yeah.
Like until you ever do that, and these people don't do that. These people never go, what if I'm the asshole? What if I'm the guy that's completely got this fucking backwards?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what anybody else says until you do that thought experiment and go, what if everything that I thought, believed, and fought for, and I'm doing it for the wrong reasons, and my beliefs are completely way off base? Until you can do that and settle with that thought, and then like try to talk yourself out into it and out of it, like that's an important lesson that I don't think these people have the mental capacity to do.
Most people don't.
That's why they're NPCs.
No, most people don't have that capability, because doing that would be admitting to yourself that you might not be right. And most people aren't willing to do that because they allow it to become so much of that their identity, their personality, their entire being is based off of what they've chosen to believe in terms of political favoring. So, no, not many people can take a step back and go, wait, what if I was wrong? Even hypothetically, in their own head to themselves. Most people are not willing or mentally capable of having that conversation with themselves internally because they won't like what they hear. And the fact that they know that they won't like what they hear should tell them everything that they need to know.
Yeah.
But most people are not mentally prepared or capable of doing that. And that's why we are in the situation we are in today, because most people cannot mentally handle coming to a realization that might be upsetting to them.
Yep. I think pretty much nailed that.
Yeah, he's coming, literally and figuratively.
He said he was coming.
Yeah.
I guess we can move on to our next one. I wanted to bring this one up last week, so I'm glad you popped it up because I knew this one potentially could turn into a pretty big story.
Yeah.
So Daniel Penny, if you guys don't know, this was the guy that can't show the whole video on YouTube. We'll get kicked off, so I'll just see. So he was the one that accused choking the subway rider Jordan Neely to death. So he was arrested and released on bond. Now this is one of those.
This guy is a former Marine, correct? And this was this New York?
Oops,
there's vagina.
There's vagina. Yes, this is in New York
on a subway. The
most safe city in the world. AOC loves it there.
Yeah. And some random homeless guy is acting completely erratic, scaring passengers.
But he's a Michael Jackson impersonator, Tony. He's just
fuck what he did or didn't do for a living.
He's a POC.
He's a homeless guy, right?
With 42 criminal history record things like.
So he's got a record. He's apparently
punched
homeless.
a 67-year-old lady once.
I don't. The fact that he's homeless doesn't make him a bad person. Let me clarify.
No, but that he has 42 criminal charges against him.
He has a
assault on
past.
a 67-year-old lady.
Yeah, a nasty criminal past, and obviously on hard times. And I'm sorry, but the criminal past kind of says maybe those two things correlate. Just saying. And he gets on this subway train, and he's scaring people because he's acting erratically. And you know what? Somebody who's trained to detain people does what they were trained to do. Now, obviously, this guy didn't have the capability to, follow through with any of that erratic behavior because he got yeeted.
Yeet. Yeah. So there's several witnesses in this. And there's
And a
video.
Everybody can be a witness.
Yeah. And this went on for quite a while. So here's some of the.
I didn't watch the video. How long does this go?
Quite a while. But like, so here's
Really?
here's some of the shit you hear in the background. While this whole choking's going on. So witness 1, in quote, he shit himself. He inaudible on himself. My ex-wife or my wife is ex-military. You're gonna kill him now. He defecated on himself. The guy that's holding him down, Daniel, says, that's old, which I'm not sure what the hell he's talking about. Witness 1, you sure that's old? My ex-wife is ex-military. Man holding him down said he's not squeezing him. Witness 1, he's not squeezing him. If he defecates himself, that's it. All right. Remember that. If you don't have to catch a murder charge. So that happened right he was still breathing at the very end. Another video got released that he actually sat him up in the recovery position, was trying to make sure he was all right after laying there. It took 3 guys to hold this dude down, though. Like, this dude we don't know what happened before the video, I guess, is probably the biggest problem.
Right.
We have no clue what the fuck happened before this all took place.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that people need to consider here. Grow the Farm Up says Oliver North should take the fall.
Love it.
And Justin Chris says chicken shot. LMAO.
Bastard. We are in hour 2, aren't we?
We are in hour 2.
This is almost it. I am so, like, as much as I hate taking these shots, I'm excited to not have any more LTD.
Oh, baby.
Cheers. Can I plug my nose?
Yes.
That's a pussy move. I won't do it.
No, you're at the end of the bottle. You've been a trooper. Plug away.
Let's do this.
Leroy Jenkins.
Cool, fuck.
Aw, Justin said he'll bring some for you.
God, no, fuck you. You're not invited. You are now uninvited. I'm gonna do the Kamala thing. Do not come. Do not come.
Yeah, Justin's gonna do the Trump thing. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. That is my favorite mashup of 2 videos together of all time.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris saying, "Do not come. Do not."
Oh
come.
my God, this is the punishment. This is the punishment they give him. They make him wear a mask.
What? Don't they know the pandemic ended officially last night?
Yesterday.
Midnight?
Yes.
God.
Up to 15 years in prison.
Jesus.
Yeah. Penny acted with indifference. Neely family attorney Monto added to the news conference. So yeah, this is just gonna be a big fucking show trial. It's New York.
Of course, why not? We haven't had a good one of those for a while.
They're gonna put this dude in jail. Like, so this isn't gonna. They wanted this to be the next George Floyd. It's not gonna be, but they wanted it to be.
No,
and AOC was fucking clawing every goddamn thing she could to make this the next hate crime.
We don't need more fucking martyrs. Okay, This
she
is
wants
why
a martyr for political gain.
Oh, God damn it. This is why the woke acolytes like fucking AOC are so fucking frustrated. This is why you will never have a shadow of a doubt chance in fucking hell of ever spinning a fucking moderate to the left. Okay? This is why. Because of fucking idiots like AOC who take a situation like this and try to turn it into a martyr situation and try to put up somebody on a fucking pedestal who didn't deserve to be, in death or in life, didn't fucking deserve to be. You don't need to make this situation worse by making other people feel like shit, that make other people feel like they need to retaliate on other people who had nothing to do with the situation just because they don't think the way that you think when it comes to politics. Because that's what those fucking idiots are doing. You are turning more people against other people. And you fucking sit there and wonder why you had people storming the Capitol building. You stupid fucking cunt. You are dividing people by trying to turn this situation into something it's not. And you sit there and wonder why people were storming the Capitol, you stupid fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what is going on. And here's the thing, like I always talk about celebrities dancing on the graves of kids after school shootings.
Yes, exactly.
AOC's next level. She dances on the graves of dead black people and then gaslights you and tells you that it was racism.
Yeah. God damn it.
And then yeah. Like she's gonna dance around with this family, try to get, which, you know, whatever. She's gonna try to get the family a bunch of money, which I guess whatever. Yeah, they lost their kid. Sure, like,
yeah,
is what it is. I don't know what he did before the whole thing. Like that's the other thing that bothers me with this whole fucking story. AOC doesn't know. We don't know. Nobody knows. Like somebody knows. Like there needs to be an investigation on that shit. Sure, I'm all down with that. But to go and arrest the guy. Like, I hope they have some kind of investigation before they went and arrested him. I really fucking hope they did.
God, they better have. Otherwise, it's going to be nothing. Grow the Farm Up says public defecation, one's own pants, a sign of mental illness, and or drinking Bud Light. Can we just blame Bud Light for the choker? And the Bandit says, chicken, since you're about to finish that bottle shot.
I hate you. Cheers.
Oh, God. Man.
Ooh,
I'm feeling bad at this point. 3 LTD shots. Chicken. You know what, though? Chicken, I'm about to make you feel 100% better. It's not empty. Chicken. I promise. Tony G, I'm about to make you feel 1,000,000 times better.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Phil Gin Shop.
Make that a double.
Oh!
And folks, welcome to the show, Lord Phil.
Hey, folks, welcome one and all. It's great to be here and fuck both of you, by the way.
I saw Phil pop up as you reported, like, oh, this is too perfect.
Jesus, God almighty. So, how we doing? And I got in basically just under the net right before Dog and Chicken Show got canceled permanently. So, you know, hey.
Why? What did I say?
We're surviving.
Tony's like, what? What did I say? Well, give me the full screen here, gents.
Gotcha.
The fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me.
First drink of the
Fuck
night?
this shit!
Yeah. Take it, mama.
Oh. Ugh. Smooth.
Looked like somebody was choking you on a subway in New York.
God, dude. Oh my
He's
God.
nothing if not topical.
Well, you're topical. You're just an asshole.
Yeah. Oh God almighty. Oh, that was awful. But
the truth, Tony, don't you know telling the truth is a capital offense now? You insurrectionist.
I was about to say, in the empire of lies, telling the truth is a rebellious act. I believe that's George Orwell. Now, in terms of what's going to happen here, I mean, unfortunately, Chicken, like you said, this guy's probably going to go down. This isn't Wisconsin. This is New York.
Yeah.
This has like, didn't Trump just say a couple nights ago, you just can't get a fair trial in New York?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now, I don't know. Have you guys ever seen the show Billions? Bobby Axelrod and James Gandolfini playing the same self-loathing fuck he plays in every fucking role. But if you've never seen it, basically the show's main villain is the Southern District of New York because it actually has extrajudicial powers above any other district in the entire United States. And so they can fuck with anybody anywhere. And so it's well known if you're a fan of Bobby Axelrod and Billions that, yeah, the Southern District of New York is not exactly where, well, let's just say it's where justice goes to die.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Phil, what you drinking tonight?
Well, apparently gin, you fucks. But I decided I saw this bottle and figured, what the hell? I'm going to give a non-bourbon a shot. Girl from alert, Big Buck and Empire. Everyone start mass texting and messaging KOE at like 9 a.m. Just endless notifications, vibrations for the next 12 years. And KOE, your favorite whiskey. God damn it, Big Buckin.
Yes.
But I'm having something in the non-bourbon department tonight. I'm going with some Tennessee whiskey with some Jack Daniels.
Store pick doesn't mean it's not
Masters
bourbon.
Distillers Select. Well, no, it's because it's Tennessee whiskey, Tony.
Yeah, no, store pick doesn't disqualify it from being bourbon. Sorry, Phil.
No, the charcoal filtration does.
Phil doesn't.
The maple sugar
Still
charcoal filtration sure does because it adds a flavor.
Still doesn't.
See, sorry, gents, but
still doesn't.
I mean,
so Phil, what was your favorite part of the Trump CNN town hall?
Oh my God, it was amazing. The thing that I like the most about it is Trump is back, baby. I mean, the Trump that we knew and loved is back, and he's better than ever. It's now what I found so funny was Trump and the main what was her name? Trump's going, and the rigged election. It wasn't a rigged election. And that election, it was so rigged. It was tremendous. It was disgracefully rigged. It wasn't rigged. Was not a rigged election. And like that was.
I love how she said you can't say that on here, and I'm like, this isn't YouTube, lady. Like you can get away with saying that where you're at. Like you have your own network.
CNN. This is the terms of service or whatever you make up in the moment. Okay, like let's not pretend otherwise.
I was like, I can't say it, but you can say it. Like,
and to me personally, as a chicken, as you know, I gotta have a palate cleanser after all that gin.
Yeah, fair enough.
A little tea, but
Oh, by the way, that was one of Tony's kids that interrupted. So
everybody take a drink. I'll have some Tennessee whiskey that's definitely not bourbon. But to me personally, now chicken, as you know, I have been famously known as being anti-war. It's a position I peg myself out pretty heavy on, and as many people may know, I'm actually a paid shill for Big Peace. So so wherever
you pay for it with your life, right?
Yeah.
Basically, or Big Peace pays you with your life. Yeah.
Or pays with maybe hopefully not taking.
Did you just say you're a shill for Big Peace?
Yes.
You just want people to die.
Shit. Wait. Did we let Tiberius in here?
Snap.
No, because I would have argued with Chicken about how Indianapolis was the Midwest.
True. But no, what I loved the most about Trump's town hall was the Ukraine part when he said, I don't want people to die. I want the killing to stop. I said that at the beginning. I don't care who gets to waggle whose dick and whose face. I just want it to be done. I don't care who gets to fucking spike the football and say they did what to who. I just want the bullets to stop flying. I want the bombs and the ordnance to stop moving. That's all I want. And Trump would actually see to it. He said first day he's getting that done. And so that when I heard that, it's like, oh boy.
I love Bandit's comment here. Again. My favorite part was actually after the debate when CNN asked why he kept talking about 2020. And so this is one of the audience members. Like, what did you feel like? What was your opinion on why he kept bringing back up 2020? And the guy goes, well, you asked him about it, so he's going to talk about it. Why don't you ask him about 2024?
Yeah.
Like they were like trying to fucking gaslight the audience, and the audience wasn't fucking happening. Like they were like, fuck you, dude.
That's like if the volleyball team has like the fucking point, like the setter go under the net and set the fucking ball up for the other team to spike it on her own team.
Yeah, basically.
What the fuck?
Now CNN is this whole thing shows how like we always knew they were out of touch, but this is pretty bad. Like,
no, it reveals that there are people out there like that aren't going to buy into the bullshit that they're spinning and making everything sound evil for the sake of it being evil. You had a crowd of it. You heard it happening, and you had a person in her, whatever her name was, doesn't matter, who was in way over her head.
Isn't that the funny thing? None of us can remember her name.
No, I can't remember. I don't give a fuck what it is.
I can name a whole bunch of CNN anchors, but I cannot remember. I can't remember her name.
And even if they would have told me like 5 times, I probably would have forgotten it again already because she did such a piss poor job.
The only
she did a
female
great
on
job.
CNN I can remember is like that Allison Camarera or like I can't pronounce her name, but
She did a great job of what she was told to do. She did not handle having the football spiked on her well at all, and it exposed the rhetoric.
Yeah, there's rumors that they cut it 20 minutes short. Wouldn't surprise me after Phil talked about that moment when Trump when they brought up the Ukraine thing, because once again the audience questions were the greatest. The CNN lady had terrible questions, but the audience actually had good questions. Talked about economy, they talked about Ukraine, they talked about January 6th. Like they had the real substantive questions. But then that last bit when he brought up the that I just want people to stop dying. She goes, so you don't support Ukraine winning. Will you tell us tonight that you want Ukraine to win? And he goes, I don't look at it in winning or losing. I want people to stop dying. And so he said that like 2 or 3 times. And her response was, so you heard it here. He is not going to definitively say he supports Ukraine in the war and their efforts. I was like, that's not at all what he said or anything. And then all of a sudden they come back and it's over. But at that moment you lost, because you could hear the audience there get like upset. You could hear them going, oh, fuck you. Like you could hear them all like going grumbling in the background right before they cut it off. And then they come back and they're like, yep, so that'll conclude this town hall. But like, I don't think that there was more recorded pieces that we didn't see. I think it was literally, they went, holy shit, the sink is shipping, abandoned ship. This is over. We're failing miserably. Get the fuck out of here. I know we can do 20 more minutes, but we've already lost half of our ratings.
They weren't losing their ratings. They had to get in one more commercial break before they could finally cut it short, because
they had fallen behind CNN or Fox and MSNBC in about an hour in. And then as soon as that whole kerfuffle with the Ukraine thing, when she said, oh, so you're not going to support Ukraine for winning the war, and the whole audience was like, rabble, and then they cut it off, and that was the end of it. Like they lost it at that point. Everybody was like, oh, fuck CNN. Like they lost their viewing, and I think that's what happened. I think a phone call came in from upstairs and said, get the fuck out of there. You lost it. We're over.
Definitely. That at one point they're like, okay, he's looking too good. We're helping him too much. Let's get him out of here. And that's why Anderson Cooper basically had to have a little cope therapy session afterwards.
That was a fun struggle session.
Where it's like, I don't even know what to say. If you never watch us again, I wouldn't even hold it against you. Now, just curious.
Guys, God, Phil, you missed that. We watched that clip. Jake was like, okay, so there's some base stuff he said. I'm like, when does it get based? Because this is bullshit.
It was like the last sentence.
Yeah, he had one good sentence.
Yeah, and basically it was like, hey, folks, this can happen again. Get ready for it. Her career, she did not help. She did not help take down Trump. So yeah, she's not going to be.
Well, Jesus, they
just announced that they were going to give her Don Lemon's old time slot.
For about a month. That'll last a month.
Well, nobody will watch it.
I was about to say, the shine's going to come off that trophy real quick.
It already did.
What trophy? It was like a participation trophy.
Yeah, participation ribbon.
Yeah.
You tried.
It's like the glitter's going to scrape off in a week.
No, they threw her to the wolves, man. Like that. It wasn't fair. She did exactly what she was asked to do, and she did it pretty admirably, given what she was asked to do.
I love when Trump went like, yeah, I know you have to say that. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
that
was...
He was very patient.
Like after that, all of her, the election wasn't so, all of that fell flat because Trump had already like, I know you have to say that.
Yeah,
right?
he subdued her from the get-go. And even at the end, like he said, you did a good job. You did a good job. And he neutralized her in every aspect. So even when she came back with the Ukraine question, that was basically the Hail Mary. We're losing this town hall.
She wanted a clip. She wanted a sound bite.
Yeah, and she threw up the Hail Mary.
She wanted him to
It
say,
didn't
"I
matter.
don't want Ukraine to win." That's
How
what she
he
wanted
answered,
to say.
yeah. How he answered was irrelevant. Completely irrelevant, because she
I think
was
his
going
answer
to
was more
say,
brilliant
so
than
you're not
anything
going
she
to
thought.
say that you want Ukraine
Yeah,
to
he
win,
actually had a brilliant
regardless
answer
of how
to
he answered. It
His
didn't matter what he
answer
said.
trumped, pun intended, everything she thought was going to happen, because
Yeah.
she thought, well, he's not going to say he supports Ukraine
Yeah,
because
she had the line in her back pocket, regardless of how he answered.
like she's like, I know he's never going to actually just come out with it, because he won't. That's Trump. He's just not going to say those words because that's irrelevant, and that's how he is. But his answer was so good that no matter how they try to spin that, you can't.
That
It's
was the
over.
best part. That was the best part, because you can hear it in her voice. Because the pre-rehearsed line of, well, I guess you're just not going to condone with Ukraine. The way she says it, you can hear it in her tone. She's like, fuck, this isn't going to land.
She's like, how do I come back from that one?
I'm going to say it, and it's not going to have the power I thought it was going to have.
Yeah. Trump's like, checkmate. And she's like, but. And he's like, no, seriously, fucking checkmate.
I mean, like, and here's the other thing. When
Vagina.
In reference to that, when that judgment came out, that did not look good. That was not a good day for Trump. When that judgment from New York about the writer, what's her name? When they now the thing is, they said it's a sexual abuse charge, which ranges anywhere from actual physically touching to just name calling. So but that's why they use that kind of worded charge. But here's the thing, he turned that on its head so much to the point where the audience was laughing at the very notion, and they thought that it was just as absurd as Trump did. That is masterclass persuasion, no matter how you want to look at it. Bandit goes,
I thought too.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to know how that went, CNN has 2-3 clips from the whole night. YouTube made it hard to find the whole. Yeah. I had to look hard to find the full video. And it took me a while. And it was beautiful. It was a brilliant performance. It was one of the better.
It just shows how desperate they are to get back in the public's eye light. This is CNN trying to recapture a whole audience, and not only that, try to spin the idea that they're somehow not completely biased. This is them trying to be like, see, we had the former Republican president on. We're totally not a Democratic shill. While
Winky
putting
face.
out a literal fucking sock puppet shill for the liberals to, do the interview. But whatever. And it backfired completely. You not only you divided, you alienated the audience that is pissed that he was on their screen on CNN. The ones that are kind of on the fence are like, okay, maybe I don't like the way the country's being run, got to hear what they voted against in the last election. You gave the guy who's the clear front runner for the Republicans a fucking platform, and he knocked it out of the park. They failed on every fucking level. In what category was this a win for CNN? Tell me that.
For CNN, it was a win for their ratings and getting attention. If they would have been launching,
they got attention.
If they would have been launching CNN Plus the same week this went down, it might not have died as an app. They might have actually been able to do something with that. But yeah, this was. I said this a couple weeks ago, and now this just reaffirms what I said earlier. The Republican primary is over, and its winner is Donald J. Trump. If he files the paperwork and actually puts his name in to the point where it will appear on a ballot, it's over. Trump is the winner. Bandit, the Ukraine clip won him over a lot of independents. Yeah, because that's how any independent thinker is going to align. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
I'll push back on this a little bit, because the Ukraine clip probably didn't win over a lot of the independents. What won over a lot of independents was Joe Biden's response to Russia invading Ukraine. This is just icing on that cake.
I can see that.
I'm actually trying to pull that up, because I really thought that was a powerful powerful moment in the whole thing.
Oh, it
'cause,
was.
like,
Oh yeah.
I started off this whole goddamn town hall laughing, and then at the end of it, I was like, "Bro, nice!" Like,
Yeah.
it's like there's a little cherry on top that you weren't expecting from Trump.
Yeah.
You know, whether he means that or not, that's a different. fucking
Yeah,
story.
We're talking politics. Intention and actual meaning behind it, yeah, that's irrelevant. It's all about getting them votes, baby. All about getting them votes. Grow the Farm Up says Trump is a bull. You can't stop him. DeSantis, keep running Florida and push as far right on social medias as you can. It's not helping you, Ron.
Oh yeah, the real loser. It wasn't CNN. It wasn't. It was Ron DeSantis. That was the real loser of that CNN town hall debate. He watched his presidential chances literally go up in smoke before his very fucking eyes.
Well, why do you think he hasn't announced yet? Like, because you've
Because
got
he knew something like this was coming.
Well, okay. Yeah. Okay, now, Ron DeSantis did not know that CNN was going to have Donald Trump on and have it blow up so spectacularly. No, he did not.
No, I'm saying he knew Trump was going to pull something off to suck all the attention out of the room, and then it doesn't really matter what Ron does.
Ron
effectively
DeSantis
doesn't.
waited because at this point, anything, any day could come down against Donald Trump to the point where he literally cannot be the candidate. He just cannot be. And that's an every other week deal. This new sexual allegation, supposed whatever the fuck, that's one of those things. At one point, is one of them going to stick? And if at one point one of them sticks, the fucking path's wide back goddamn open, whether you want to admit it or not. Trump's not bulletproof. He's just not. We've seen it. He lost an election, like it or not. He is the clear front runner for the Republicans.
No, have you asked him? He will tell you something quite differently.
He will dance around it, yes. But I'm just saying.
No, he'll just straight up say stolen election. He won't even
DeSantis
dance around that.
If I were DeSantis at this point, as it sat right now, with no more extra bullshit coming out, which is no guarantee, I would sit this one out and wait for the next cycle. But
well, I was going to say, until the town hall, even I was starting to get worried about, like, well, obviously the plan is just to bog him down in legal side quests until the election. That's the entire point of it. But then I saw, like, now he's just going to treat it just like the IRS audit. Fuck it. Like, yeah, they're doing it. Who cares? Grow the Farm Up. Ron DeSantis doesn't have 1% of the charismatic cult of personality Trump has in his huge, beautiful pinky finger. And it's huge. It's the biggest pinky finger ever. No pinky finger's ever been
because
bigger.
Donald. This is why Donald Trump had an edge when it came time to go from businessman to politician, because, well, he wasn't a politician for 30 years, and he understand how to work a person, and that he knew how to work the public, and he's been doing that for a long goddamn time. That's why he had the benefit of that. So no, Ron DeSantis doesn't have that charisma. No, of course not. But again, if at one point Donald Trump has to be completely taken out of the picture because of whatever bullshit accusation they come up with next,
I have to
DeSantis is your only option.
I had to fact check and correct myself. Okay. So the end of the town hall was when she asked him if he would accept the outcome of the 2024 election. And he said, as long as it's a fair election, yeah, of course. And she's like, so you're saying you will not accept the outcome of the 2024 election?
Yeah.
Goes, well, no, if it's fair election, yeah, that's fine. She's like, okay, well, you're obviously not going to accept the outcome of the 2024 election. I was like, what the fuck? So that was the ending of it from what I just
that's
gathered.
what I remember being the end too. So
yeah.
Now I wanted to touch on something here when you were talking about Ron DeSantis.
DeSanctimonious.
Yes,
DeSanctimonious.
And Tony, and it was also touching on what you were saying a little earlier, Tony, about now what really helped people envision Trump as being president more than anything. And a lot of people are going to think, what the fuck are you talking about? Now, hear me out here. The Apprentice. When he was on the show The Apprentice, it actually put in the minds of the audience they could actually envision Trump in the executive office at that point. The American people, television viewing audience, could envision the idea of Trump being in the executive office. After this town hall, tens of millions of Americans, not just the Trump diehards, but Tony, like, you're a pretty moderate guy down the middle. You didn't even vote for Trump.
Normie.
Around. After this town hall, even if you don't plan on voting for him, even if you don't like him, even if it's not the guy you're going to support, could you at least envision him once again taking the Oval Office?
I could envision him taking the position back regardless of the town hall. But there's
Here's
a lot
the
of
fun
things
part
going
is even Anderson Cooper can envision it. He said
clearly
as
could.
much.
Scared him shitless.
Yeah, he was clutching his fucking pearls pretty goddamn hard, wasn't he?
Girl, let's all just admit, all that really matters is what Dave Chappelle thought. He probably picked the next 2-3 presidents. That's how poignant he is. The Paul Harvey of our generation. I will say that without any hyperbole or anything.
Yeah, based.
Yeah, based. Fellas, I'm gonna hand it off to you for the rest of the night. I have to get up really goddamn early. I do have just a pinch of LTD left. I'll give you I just want this bottle to be fucking gone and empty.
Nice.
Finishing it off.
It's like a little third of a shot. Anyway, here's to all the night owls who burn the midnight oil. May your dreams be filled with laughter. Your pillow may it be soft as a marshmallow, and may you wake up with enough energy to conquer the world, or at least your morning coffee. Good fucking balls.
God almighty. Tyler, fuck you in every fucking orifice that exists.
Thanks for coming on, Chicken.
Yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Thank you both for joining in and taking over the rest of the night. I gotta get up at like 4 a.m. and then go drive like 3 hours. And yeah, it's gonna be a long day tomorrow, but I couldn't miss it. I missed too many of these, so like I had to get my ass back on here so we could have some fun.
Jeez.
I know.
I mean, God almighty.
Get your gin ready. Appreciate it. Love you guys. I'll catch you later.
Later, Chicken.
Peace. I'd say, oh shit, we need to record the Maker's Mark. Well.
I think that's happening tonight, Phil.
Tonight, goddamn it, get his ass back here. Yeah. Well, folks, this might be the last shot of gin I take tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But folks, to fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me, Tyler. No, it hasn't yet.
No, it hasn't. Thank Christ.
I thought about actually getting out of the shower and running it to your house.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
I'm not drinking it tonight. Fuck off. And then there were 2 warriors, 2 points of view who will prevail. God almighty. I love you too, Tyler.
So, okay. So let's stay kind of in the same vein. This is kind of a thought process I had. I want to get your thoughts on this, Phil.
Ooh.
I was going to save it for Sunday, but Sunday's up in the air. Like we were talking, it is Mother's Day, and that might be a bit of a free for all over on Hazard Analysis, which everybody should go over to Hazard Analysis
right
YouTube.
now.
That's Hazard_Analysis is the YouTube nickname, if you will, username. So please go over and subscribe to that. I need you to. I beg of thee.
And Tony, I made an executive decision, which will be more Hazard Analysis shilling. Tonight, after Big Buck and Empire has concluded, worry not, folks. The post show will go right on at KOE Nation on YouTube. So do not worry, folks. It's going to be a fun time. We got all kinds of good stuff planned over there. But let's get into what is this thought that you are thinking, sir?
So I've been racking my head around this. I've been trying to think, and I'm like 99% sure that there's never been an instance that would even closely resemble this one that we're heading into in 2024. This more than likely, very possible, potential A rematch. What the fuck? Let Tony Hawk talk. The rematch of Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. So basically, for the first time ever, we get not only a rematch, but both of the people we're talking about in this rematch have been president. So you know full well what you'll be getting when you vote either way. Both men have held the office in this rematch. That's unique. And the best part is that after 2024, regardless of who wins, neither man will be able to run again. So regardless of who wins, it's both of their swan songs. Both of them, either of them, will be out of eligibility, and a strong chance, or one or both couldn't maybe not be alive or cognizant enough to do it anyway.
I was about to say, technically,
Granted,
Biden
Biden
loses,
has
he can
arguably
run
not
again,
been
but-
cognitive enough for a decade or more, but I digress. This situation is highly unique. This has to be a first time ever for a lot of reasons, but we're talking again about two guys who have both been president, and it's a rematch. That is something very, very unique when it comes to the votes, because you have people who voted for both guys before, for two guys who have both been president. How is that going to influence the voting totals? Because again, you know what you're getting with both votes. They've both held the office. This is just, I thought about this, very fascinating to me, because I don't think we've ever had an instance quite like this.
The closest we've had was Grover Cleveland, where he
Non-consecutive, yeah.
Yeah, but even then,
But
it's
his-
not
but his
exactly like
opponents
what we
weren't-
have here.
Yeah, his opponents weren't, I don't believe, I couldn't tell you who his opponent the second time was when he won, but I don't
He won
believe
the
it was a
popular vote
foreigner.
in 3 presidential elections, and though Benjamin Harrison won the Electoral College vote and thus the presidency in 1888, Cleveland was one of 2 Democrat elected in the era of Republicans. So
And
Benjamin
we're still talking
Harrison,
about pre-1900, so it's pretty much irrelevant, because what we're looking at today, not even remotely resembles.
yeah, not in anyone's lifetime that isn't like a Highlander or one of those secret immortals that go town to town and tries to keep their identity secret and such. They
But
might be
yeah.
able to lend some experience on this. Other than that, no.
I don't know why this just hit me the other night. I'm like, this is so unique. And I've been saying there's no way we're going to see the voting totals that we saw in 2020. We just won't. Mostly because mail-ins won't be such a big factor, and again, where we're at with the economy and just the unsettling thoughts about actual world wars happening. I don't see the voting totals being the same.
No.
I don't see as many turnout, but
Biden's
got
like
to
I've
win.
actually got a bet that, and I don't know if it's even a bet anymore because it's with a certain no good ne'er do well Voldemort who shall not be named, but I actually put my money in where my mouth is, where Biden is not going to crack 80 million votes. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, and that's kind of my point, because I don't know if it helps or hurts Trump that he's not coming off the heels of his presidency, and likewise, I don't know that it helps Biden that he is coming off the heels for re-election, because people know now what they got with Trump, and they know now what not voting for Trump and voting Biden got them. So if you look at it solely from that perspective, and you look solely right now at what Donald Trump has done this week, you got to think, and I'm not just asking you this as someone who's a massive Donald Trump fan.
What?
Take that out of the equation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But that question alone, you've got to assume he would be the heavy favorite.
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up this week.
He said to his base, folks like me, he said all the right things. And that me, there was I knew there was millions of people out there going, whenever he said 90% of the stuff he said that night, they're going, based. Fuck yeah. Finally.
Right.
That's what's been starved lately. And so
I'll be frank, I'm looking at it right now, and if you told me right now the candidates are Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and I can't write in Phil Cayoe, and I can't vote independent, I have to vote for Biden or Trump. It's not even a question. And I'm not saying this because of how my leanings have been in the past. I'm saying this solely based off of how the country was under both men's presidencies. And that's really the point that I'm trying to make here. Again, you go to the polling station, you're going to pick one of the two. They've both been president. They've both held the office. You know what happened under both.
You will be able to find, Tony, you can find, and this is why I say Trump's got a good chance. You can find Amelia Earhart easier than you can find people whose Biden's economy hasn't fucking harmed in some way, shape, or form. You'll even find, like, I even had one dumb fuck even say, well, no, I actually got a better job under Biden's economy. Yeah, but you're still spending all that money you're making into Biden's economy. Okay, so you're still fucked.
The people that try to spin the big picture narrative, like, oh, you just don't understand how it's going. We've got to suffer harder before it gets better, whatever, because communism, whatever. When I vote, I am doing it specifically based off of my needs, my wants, and what the person could potentially do for me. Because guess what? That's how you're supposed to vote. That is how you are supposed to vote.
Honestly,
that's the whole idea of voting. You don't go in voting a straight ticket just because somebody fucking pushed you into that and guilt tripped you into it. No, vote with what is going to help you, what benefits you, what works for you. And if you're looking at Donald Trump's presidency versus Joe Biden's presidency, cheaper gas, not fucking World War III.
That's a pretty compelling sales pitch.
Those are two pretty big ones for me. Now, Donald Trump failed miraculously in a lot of other things, especially with like healthcare. And then when he finally started talking about it, it was in the swan song of his first term, which pissed me off because he had 3.5 fucking years to do it before that. But I digress. Right now, the resumes speak for themselves. And was the country better under Trump or Biden? And Donald Trump's last year in office had a fucking pandemic attached to it.
That's quite a bit there. So, like, yeah, if we do get the true rematch, again, I don't think Biden cracks 80 million. Trump's got a very good chance here.
I think he will.
And like the people who say it can't happen, 2016 called it, wants its memes back.
And that right there is the problem, though. Chicken said it a bunch of times. Donald Trump's the only person to lose to Joe Biden. Joe Biden's the only person to beat Donald Trump. It can happen. It could happen again.
Oh yeah, it's anybody's game. But where Trump, I really like the fact that he's got Kellyanne Conway back on the team. She's basically the person who secured him the first time around. So this is going to be a murderously surgical campaign on the Republican side. Like, you're going to see.
As it sits right now, it's too early. I'm not hitching my buggy or my wagon to anybody because at this point, like I said, I'm not going to get too overly gushy about what Trump did at the town hall, even though I think it was fantastic. It was a beautiful fucking job. He did amazing. It didn't sell me or anything like that because guess what? Shit's gonna happen. We've got a year and a half realistically, almost a year and a half.
Brace for impact, folks.
Before Election Day. There's a lot of time. A lot of shit's going to come out. And guess what? The smear campaign, you thought they went heavy before. Oh, no. You thought the impeachments and the investigations and the trials and tribulations of Donald Trump were big before. No. They're just getting started. They're going to keep going. This is not going to stop. For fuck's sake, did you catch the part earlier where Chicken played the clip of fucking Morning Joe dumbfuck talking about how there are billionaire leftists who will spend their life savings to prevent a Donald Trump presidency? Said this openly on the air, boasting about it, which is basically equating, yes, we will election tamper to prevent him from becoming president. Said this on air, admitted it gleefully. Jesus.
And yeah, I heard that, and I was just like, wow.
They're not
Now
even
the funny thing
hiding it.
is, it's just
They
those
can openly
pesky
say it.
voters who keep getting in the way of keeping
Yeah.
Donald Trump out, though.
If only.
Grow the farm up. I predicted after 2020 election that we would see a series of one-term presidents for the next few election cycles, no matter the president or the economy or any issue. I bet we see more than one president serve 2 non-consecutive terms in our lifetime. That would be
very
something.
possible.
That would be something, though.
I will
Because
say this. I think the pro and the con of Donald Trump winning the presidency, the pro, Joe Biden's out of office.
whew,
Big
that's
pro.
good.
The con, if Donald Trump wins the presidency, I would say it's like a 90% lock that the next president will be a Democrat.
I would say that's where you get President DeSantis, honestly.
I don't think there's any way that DeSantis will have a walk in the park.
Well,
to get
he's
to the
distanced himself from Trump because he could say, well, I'm
That's
the
fine.
anti-Trump.
That's
I'm not
fine.
part of that.
But yeah, okay, but that wholly depends on who they're going to who they would put up against him.
It'll be probably some sort of Kamala Harris type. Now, Tony, I'll be honest with you. Ranked choice voting. Let's say your top 3 picks of everybody that's running, that's announced, or that's probably running thus far.
Okay.
So who's your number 1, your number 2, your number 3?
Oh, well, Joe Biden's none of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, that pretty much tells you all you need to know there. If I had to vote based on who's announced, my number 3, let's go RFK. My number 2, Trump. My number 1, Phil Cayoe. Obviously.
I mean, it's Tony. Great minds think alike. That was going to be my exact picks. My number 3 pick would be RFK Jr. My number 2 pick would be Donald Trump, and my number 1 pick for president.
Did I Did I take your punchline?
No, it was beautiful. It's beautiful. The people are responding. They know they need me, Phil Cayoe, to be the president of the next, to lead us into a better 21st century, folks.
That's exactly
2028
right.
DNC has to choose between AOC and a corpse.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Or Michelle Obama.
That's exactly what I was gonna. It's got to be either Michelle Obama or AOC. That's it. That's what I mean. If Biden wins this, if Biden manages to win this, I think it's almost a guarantee that in 2028, Ron DeSantis is your next president. If Donald Trump wins this, I think it's a scary likelihood that you're looking at President Michelle Obama or AOC. That's where I'm at. So that's
Tony,
what I'm like, God, is it worth it?
You're literally
Is
giving
it worth
us
it?
like if anybody's ever read the comic Batman Death of the Family, where Batman says the reason I never got rid of the Joker is because I knew if I did, Gotham would send me something far, far worse. And so you're saying like, okay, if we bring Trump back, like what's that? Because you are
What's
correct.
it gonna cost?
For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
That's
Now, Tony,
Thanos going
it
to
might
get the
not
Soul
be,
Stone.
you might be
All right?
incorrect in one regard. Say we do get Trump for 4 years. And then afterwards, we get DeSantis for 8 years. You have 12 years of Republican presidential rule. Do you know what the pendulum swing back is going to look like? It's going to like Bernie Sanders fucking clone 12 is going to be elected. Goddamn. Like, so I understand what you're saying. The political pendulum always swings like that. If you push too hard, it will eventually push back. So I am curious to see what that response will be, because like, with the overturning of with the gay marriage decision in 2015, that activated the right and gave us the Donald Trump presidency. With hang on, with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, I don't know, like it's going to be a response that none of us could ever possibly see coming.
You get the energy after an 8-year term of the Democrats that you feel like, okay, they got their 8 years. Now you almost feel like it's a requirement that the Republicans are get 8. But Donald Trump sucked so much energy out of both parties in 4 years that it was no longer a necessity, that he needed 8 straight years. So the pendulum works in mysterious ways. Bandit says, is it worth it? Last time we got 3 SCOTUS picks.
Yep.
And if Trump wins, the left will shut the fuck up about Clarence Thomas.
Oh, will they ever? And if the Republicans can take the Senate too, I think Clarence will retire and Trump will pick his replacement. Otherwise, if Biden stays in for any amount, Clarence ain't going nowhere. He's going to hold on till the day he dies, like Ruth Bader Ginsburg did.
Honestly, I'm still just sitting here wishing,
Lord,
that,
may you give Clarence Thomas many, many years, possibly decades of long life.
I don't know. I maybe I'm in the minority here. I wish Donald Trump would not have announced that he's running. I wish that he would have endorsed Ron DeSantis, and I wish that he would have whole hog gone after Speaker of the House. Because what a fuck you that would have been to take the job from Nancy Pelosi. I would have been president. I came, I saw, I lived in the White House. It was all right. It was fine. Mine's bigger, much better. Mar-a-Lago. Maybe you've heard of it. Thought maybe, Nancy, she did an okay job, but she wasn't tremendous. Now it's me. It's my job. I'm tremendous. Thought I'd take it from her. So I did. I came, I saw, I took. I'm the speaker. I speak a lot of the House.
I have the best words. I speak the best speech.
To me, that would have been so much poetic justice.
Now, I'm curious. I think it was Matt Gaetz when he nominated Donald Trump
yes,
for Speaker of the House.
Oh, it was just a full-throated endorsement. Just
Michael Lindell in that moment. I fucking told you, you sons of bitches. What the fuck did I tell you? It fucking happened. So
yes.
Now that would have been one of the greatest troll jobs of all time.
Oh,
but
yeah. But God, it would have been great.
The DC wasn't ready for that. They'll deal with Trump in its due time in a little over 2 years. It's going to be glorious. Yeah, it's going to be fun as shit.
I mean, did Trump not want more power? Because apparently being speaker gives you more power than being president.
Jesus. Well, no, it's just that the deep state will just turn to whatever lever they believe has some measure of credibility so that they can bludgeon whoever they want. So it's a different thing. So ranked choice, obviously, 3. I think it's fascinating that Tony, did you ever think in all your time you would ever hear me think I really like this Democratic nominee for president?
No, I didn't. But honestly, it's such a different option that I get it.
Exactly. It's why I said he's trying to sell himself as a Democrat from the 70s. And I think
an actual Democrat.
Almost every Republican would gleefully at this point, I'll just take a Democrat from 1973. Okay? I'll just that's fucking plenty good for me at this point. And RFK Jr.'s so at the newest, you could say that I'm a Democrat from 1977. Whoa, pump the brakes there, RFK Jr. We're too deep in the disco movement. We're almost getting into hair metal now. Okay, it's. But yeah, so that's something that the country hungers for, and he said straight up he won't be on a ticket with Trump, which does make sense to me considering if Biden dies just due to natural causes because the guy's 80. I've seen it too many times. The minute somebody gets past 80, every time they choke when they drink water, they have a coughing fit. The whole family's like, is this it?
Yeah,
this the one? And so Biden's got to that point. If he does die before the midterms, RFK has a phenomenal chance of getting the nomination. I mean, he's got an incredibly good chance of getting the nomination.
Well, he doesn't. I mean, besides him, we talked about this. There's nobody else on the Democrat side right now that's even remotely worth talking about. It's just not. There's just not.
Yeah, we
There's
tried
nobody.
the other day, and we talked about all the varying folks and couldn't come up with any.
No, there's nothing. There is nothing. That's why at this point, and I think that's because they're just so honed in on Biden. They're like, we don't want to waste a nomination. We don't want to sully anybody's good name right now because you're not going to get it. You're just not. Okay? Just not going to happen. So everybody back the fuck off. RFK can do his shit. He can do his shtick. And yeah, let whoever else the fuck that never has a chance in hell anyway. Yeah, they can throw out their name. But nobody that they actually want is going to announce.
Bandit with a good. If RFK got the nomination, I'd vote for him just for the battle between him and the CIA.
Yeah, no
release the JFK.
shit.
No, I think RFK Jr.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he got the hint. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fuck with the CIA. Seems to be a bad thing. Seems to be a bad thing that happens to anybody. Like Kennedy's thought they were untouchable until they started fucking with the CIA. Then they found out they very much could be touched. Allegedly. Wes J. Ryan, I'm in bed all tucked in. I had itch and just didn't know what it was. Then I seen it was 11 and thought Tony hasn't chugged enough beer. So with all that being said, Phil, I'm going to have to ask Tony to drink a beer. Well done.
Dickhead stayed up like another 20 minutes later and he needed to just
to make you drink a beer.
Wow.
That is beautiful. That is gorgeous.
But that also means I can give Phil another shot at any point.
You shouldn't, though. You should give yourself.
I will.
Another.
I will at some point. Not yet. I'll wait till you're like in mid rant.
You suck. Ziggy Zaggy, and Grow the Farm at Bandit. The NWO, established after World War II, revealed a lot for America to digest about our intelligence services. Love you, boys. Good night, folks. Wes J. Ryan.
Yes.
Oh, and Chicken. We need to record the final Makers Mark
Yeah,
Championship this weekend, you son of a bitch.
Kind of do.
So I might be rounding you boys up tomorrow. So after the JFK assassination, yes. After World War II. Okay. The interview revealed after JFK revealed a lot.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
And that is another thing. Hopefully coming soon this summer, folks. I know you've been waiting patiently. Followers of the Phil KOE for President 2012, 16, 2020, and 2024 now. I know you've been patiently waiting for updates on the KOE campaign. It's coming soon. And I believe in June, when we go to South Dakota, we will be doing a lot of filming for Phil's presidential run. I have some ideas. I have some visions. I have some thoughts that are going to come to fruition. The campaign ads are going to be glorious. They're going to be tremendous. They're going to be better than Biden's, better than Trump's, better than AFK. They'll be the best. Pure and simple. You'll never vote for anybody else ever again. That's a fact.
You know, that is true. Like, even after I've termed out, people still just keep writing me in. He goes, Phil shot? ? Now, Tyler, what you should really do, throw everybody for a loop, make Tony take that shot. That'll be like it. Just
that would be gay.
As a goof. Like nobody will see that shit coming, Tyler. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
Now, I think like, because as folks know, at some point over the summer, we're going to be getting into some pre-recorded episodes.
Yes.
And I think one of them that we should get into is JFK. The JFK assassination.
Well, here's my early days.
Here's my three that I want to cover. The JFK assassination, OJ Simpson.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I mean, come on. I'm gonna try and get Nate Dallin on for that one, just so I can get a lawyer on here and be like, okay, you think OJ did it? And he's probably, and almost any attorney you get on here is be like, fuck yes, he did.
Yeah,
shit.
That's a good
and
one.
Then the third one, I had no idea how much of a shitstorm you're going to start in the comments, but it's something I would really like because we're American Yanks and most of us have a little bit of Irish blood in our background. And me, it turns out I got English in my background too. The Irish Troubles. I was doing some research on that today, and that's something we should. the Irish Troubles that ended in the 90s. Basically, North Ireland, which was Protestant and loyal to England, and Ireland, which was Catholic, they had a civil war that lasted from the 60s to the 90s, where people were blowing up car bombs and 3,500 people were killed over this thing, man. It's one of like, oh yeah, dude, the Bushmills Jameson thing is more than just a wee little bit of a fucking distillery rivalry. Turns out, it's a whole fucking thing. And so, like, when I found that out, I was like, wow, okay, what? It's because like I had heard like when this all got over by '97. Like literally, the last papers were signed and the Troubles were over in '97, but. It's one of those things that, like, if you want to get technical, it started in 1166, but really it started in the 60s. And so it's, I'll send you a video about it.
All right.
And it's
we'll fuck with that. I like that.
It's kind of like Ireland's version of Waco. Let's see, Oklahoma City and Ruby Ridge all rolled into one over decades. Make AR-80s again. LOL, if you know, you know. Yeah, a lot of Armalite rifles were there. It's a whole thing, T. It's a whole thing.
There's
like a lot of
we need
people
to
died.
shill.
A lot of protests, a lot of clashes, a lot of it was quite shocking. And yeah, it was like it's one of those things that like it's when you tell your buddies like, "Hey, Tony, I just watched Heat." What? Yeah, that came out in like 97, dude. Yeah, but I just watched it. It's kind of like what happened with the Troubles with me today. Like, I knew it was bad. Like, remember when in Saturday Night Live, Colin Quinn made the joke of like, will the Prime Minister be walking home this evening? The Irish delegation would like to see it. The Prime Minister would like to carry this package home tonight. And it's like, yeah, oh, now that has a little more context, if you will. But yeah, I'd like to do an episode on the Troubles, OJ, and what was the first one I said? Well, it'll come to me later. But Tony, JFK. And then also, of course, we need to finish our how we would have voted in each presidential election series.
Yes,
I've got some new guests that I'm planning to bring in on that one. We'll see how that works out. But
I sent you something in the private chat that you need to shill here in a second too.
Oh my. Yes.
If you'd pop that up in a tab, I think this is the perfect opportunity.
Give me just one moment here. Because I'm going to drop this. Also, here's the post show, folks, for head on over there. I'll be rolling that here shortly. But T, let's see.
Well, before that,
God damn it,
Tyler has a request. He loves me, Phil Gin, please. See, he said please. That's really sweet of him that he said please.
That is so nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Let me just
you go ahead and share that, and I'll.
Yeah, here's also the Facebook event page you need to be at, folks, for the Andre.
I'll pop that up on the comment. Can you open a tab up so I can share the tab?
Well, I gotta do this fucking gin, so give me a second here.
Yeah, but
no, it's fucking. Like, I'm getting low on this god awful gin.
We'll fix that.
No. Let me pull up right now. Alrighty, folks.
Share the tab. I'll pop it up, but you take
working on that. Sharing the screen now.
God damn it. All right.
All right. Well, folks, it looks a lot like this. The 4th annual Andre the Giant Beer Drinking Challenge. Tony?
Yep, hang on. Phil, go ahead. Full screen.
To fight and stealing and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for Andre the Giant's honor. If you're going to steal, may it be a couple extra cubes of ice out of the big old bucket that Andre the Giant was so kind to provide for you with his 50 gin and tonics. If you're going to drink, By God, I hope it's to honor the boss himself with us on the 20th for the Andre the Giant Memorial Beer Bash Challenge, baby.
Yeah, just finish it. Just finish the bottle.
Fuck you.
Damn it.
You're up, T.
Yeah, all right. I don't know where my shot glass went. But what
I
I've
promise next week Tony will have Millet whiskey.
I've got Barton gin, so here you go. I'm just gonna.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was a healthy. That was not right. How's that feel right on top of all that beer on your tum-tum, T?
Never better.
So, folks.
Yuck. All right, let's go shill. That's what we do.
When do I ever, I'm a master. There we go. There we go.
No, it's this one.
Having fun.
There. All right. Here
so
we
folks,
are.
Yes, we are here. The 4th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Beer Bash Battle Royal, folks. Be there for it. We have to top how many beers was it, Tony?
241.
241 beers last year.
Yeah.
We have to meet 3 numbers. These were the 3 numbers that were officially known that Andre the Giant was alleged to have drank. The first, 117. Andre the Giant admitted that himself on Letterman. The next, 136. That was alleged by Jake the Snake Roberts. The next, 156, as alleged by that truth teller himself, never told a fib ever once, Dusty Rhodes. Right. I mean, the man with the notarized tongue. Then we, as an audience, decided, let's make it a good party night with the boss. And we kicked it up to 241. So, folks, we need your help. We need you to not only let us know through text, through any way you can get a hold of us, in the comments, I just drank a beer, so we can add one to the tally for Andre. But if you have a special beer that you'd like to review, just film yourself on your phone having that beer. Make sure there's no copyrighted music in the background, and you too will be part of the Beer 30 O'Clock review, folks. One of the highest honors. It's up there with Nobel Prizes and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's amazing. So, folks, the Andre the Giant Memorial Beer Bash Battle Royal on Big Buckin' Empire on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be an incredible event, but we need you here, folks, on the 20th. And if you are at all a beer drinker, even if you drink a little beer, please pick up a 6-pack, pick up a 12-pack, pick up a case, and help us honor Andre the Giant on the 20th of this month, folks. We're just a few short days away, folks. It's the 12th. This goes down on the 20th. Folks, this is going to be a bash, the likes of which we have never seen, and I can't wait to be there here with you, folks. God almighty, it's happening. Tony, the first one had a bit of a rocky start. The second one was one of the funnest things we've ever done. The third one was pretty fucking awesome too. I have a feeling this 4th one is going to top them all. I am actually jealous for our audience here. I
am too. I'm gonna actually just cut a promo here. We're gonna have Justin cut this. So I can put it on my TikTok here. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna pop this up real quick. Let's see. Need this one. No. Yeah, let's go with that one. All right. Hey, everybody. Tony G here, the Big Buckin' Empire, the Dog and Chicken Show, Hazard Analysis, and Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. I am coming at you live tonight, recorded for some of you. I want to tell you what we've got coming up. Today is the 12th of May. And in 8 short days, what we've got is the event to kick off the summer. It's the big one. It's the big one of the Big Buckin' Empire. It is the 4th annual Andre the Giant Beer Drinking Challenge. It's very simple. This May 20th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be going live on the Big Buckin' Empire Dog and Chicken Show. Everything, Linktree/Big Buckin'. Find us on all the channels, all the shows. We're going to be going live. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. We hope to get everybody joining in, watching in, and participating with us. Very simple concept. We try to drink as many beers as we can in about a 4-hour window. What that means for us, we're going to drink as many beers as we can, and you, the audience, are going to drink as many beers as you want to help participate. We try to get at least 116, 17. That is the lowest amount of beers that Andre the Giant drank in one setting, up to about 156, which is the high number of what he allegedly drank in one sitting. Last year, for the 3rd annual, our total was 241 beers between us and you, the audience. With your help, I know we can surpass that. You can join in by joining in the comments, telling us that you're drinking, sending a picture, sending us a chug video. We'll tell you how to do that the night of. We'll give you the ways to send us those pictures and videos. You can be a part of the show right there with us, helping the cause. And we're also doing it for a fun little cause, mostly for ourselves. We're going to be raising any money that you want to throw our way for donations. This time we're going to be putting it aside to try to get our friend Brennan Roy of Dad's Worldwide Podcast back from New Hampshire to come back down to Nebraska for another fun weekend of debauchery with us Nebraska boys some point in the future. So all you got to do, join us, drink beer, have fun, watch, enjoy, listen, learn, and laugh, and send us some chug videos and pictures. It's that simple. And if you want to help donate, you can start right now. BuyMeACoffee/Dog and Chicken, BuyMeACoffee.com/BigBuckin, and BuyMeACoffee.com/Tony G. I'll make sure the funds go where they're supposed to. But folks, it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. May 20th, next Saturday, 7 p.m. Join us there. Can't wait. Oh, all right. I think I shelled it hard.
Well done. Well, Tony.
God.
You know, sir, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here, folks, here at the KOE Nation, come here and join me at the KOE Nation, which has just gone live right now. It just, as of this moment, went live, folks. Here is the link. Join me at the KOE Nation for the post show. But folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. God bless every last one of you for coming here to Big Buck Empire, episode 183. Her cat's name, folks. Chicken, thank you for having this amazing show, and we will be here next week for the Andre the Giant Memorial Beer Bash Battle Royal at Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube and Facebook. But folks, I am your King of Extreme Phil KOE, the man of the hour, the man of the power, the man makes you the podcast.
Smooths itself out.
The Lord of the Scottish Highlands himself, folks. One damn handsome man, folks. I hope you will find me and you will join me over at KOE Nation on YouTube right now for the post show, folks. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a chill Friday stream. It's going to be everything that you need in this world of extreme. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope all of you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. Tony, take it away.
Yep. Nope. Thanks, Chicken. Glad to have you. And yeah, we're just a little over a week. It's a big one, folks. I know we didn't get around to shilling it properly early enough this year, but I still hope we have enough fans out there that they know what's up. The diehards, the soon-to-be, and the forever fans. This is the big one. It's going to be huge. Can't wait to see you next week. Andre 4 years. It's going to be huge, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. We love you. We love you so much. You're all very special people. Join us over
Yes.
at the KOE Nation for the post-show live stream. Coming up next, that's KOE Nation on YouTube. We will see you over there.
And see if it just
If I
smooths
ever
itself out.
get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow. It's hard to survive.